What's up, guys? Chasing Lamey here with episode 143 of The Journey. In today's episode, we hopefully win the championship title. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, let's get into it, and let's get a trophy lift. So, it's time to catch you up on results-wise, so it's just a case of let's frame what's going on. We have 3 games left to play in the championship season. We are 7 points clear of Coventry. A win today would secure us the championship title, or indeed a loss for Coventry would secure us the championship title. Coventry are away at Hull, who sit 16th. We're at home to Huddersfield, who sit in the relegation places in 22nd, and they're sort of clinging on for dear life to their championship status. So realistically, a win should be secure for us, but we'll see how that goes. Our lineup today is going to be Carl Jakob Hein, behind Heffer, Orr, Lynch and Matson, Castle, Garrett, Gould, Guerrero and Fonque and Cooper. We've got Lunt, Farrell, Mascara, Arroyo, Clausen, Lowry, Vipon, Saber and Graham on the bench. Last episode I talked about potential signings of our loan players. Ronaldo Graham is the only one whose contract is expiring in the summer, and he is the one that I'm least convinced by, but we're going to have a go anyway. And that 30.5 million wage budget, transfer budget we got, I've already started spending. So hopefully we'll get some players in. I'm only signing wonder kids essentially that I can afford, because we only get to sign 6 from overseas in the Premier League. So I want to get as many secured and signed before the tick over, just so we start with a good foundation and we can work on the team to keep us up from there. So that's the plan. We're up against Frank Lampard today. That's fun for us. In terms of big players for them, no one I massively recognise. I'm guessing Gorochategi is decent. And Alex Kovacevic, I vaguely remember being an Arsenal youth team goalkeeper, so I guess he's turned out there as a backup. Let's give the fans a title party at full time, shall we, is the shout. Everyone looks excited except for our attacking midfield, probably because they have to do all the work to make it happen. But we're underway. So we're underway. We are coming out onto the pitch in just a moment, is what I should say. From this point on, once we won the title, the rest of the season, we'll play the last game of the season, but I'm just going to be trying up the players that I'm thinking of moving on, or that I'm fairly sure of moving on. Essentially, I'm just going to put a bunch of people in the shop window to either impress me or attract suitors, because, well, we need to raise some funds. I've actually put in £50 million worth of bids for players, and I've only got 38.5, so I do need to move someone on. It's looking like it's going to be Jake Garrett is the guy I try to move on, because I don't think he's going to be Premier League quality anyway. And yeah, we'll see how that goes as Gould gets a corner, and it's a rubbish corner, to be honest. Matson to Fonque with a shot from range. That's 1-0. And that's one hand on the trophy. We're going to do the trophy lift in Huddersfield, which is a little bit fancy. But it also means that the next episode, at the very least, we're going to get a guard of honour, which is nice. I say next episode, next match. We're not going to do it as an episode. That's overkill. Yeah, we should get the Guard of Honour, which is always a lovely animation in Football Manager. If you've never seen it, I recommend paying attention to it next time you win a title and just holiday the rest of the season, as many people do. You do get a lovely Guard of Honour from your opposition as you come out, which is lovely to see. Anyway, praise the boys, and hopefully more goals to come. Throw in for Huddersfield into injury time in the first half. It's with Lewis now. He goes in for Odobert, who's got tackled by Zakor. Castle goes to Guerrero, but he's given it away. It's with Gorochategi now to Williams. Williams across to Gorochategi again to Harris, but Cooper has picked a pocket there at the back. He's going on with the goalkeeper. Hell of a run. What a goal from Jordan Cooper for his 10th of the season. And he has been sort of moved aside for Ronaldo Graham towards the back end of the season, because I thought he was the better of our 2 strikers. Cooper's actually been the more prolific goal scorer, and that is a hell of a goal for him to score on the day when it looks more and more likely we are going to secure the championship title. If you're going to do it, you may as well do it in style. We've got half-time on the horizon, but this one is more or less in the bag as we go in for the team talk. So things are going well. I know you're capable of better. Let's try it. Why not? We're going to grab Jake Garrett, and we're going to give him the old pointy and just say, look, buddy, be better. And in fact, I'm going to grab Matan Heffer and I'm going to grab Jordan Cooper. I'm just going to say don't get sent off. And hopefully, neither will get sent off. It's sort of my plan. And if they can avoid getting sent off, I think we're looking golden. I could just take them off and protect them, but it's not a lot of point. I've just noticed Brooklyn Funku is slightly injured. We'll take him off very shortly and send in some fresh legs. So we're ticking down the clock. All of our subs are on now. It's Farrell, Saber, Clausen, Lowry, and Vipond have come on. Just replacing tired legs and or people who were booked that I was worried might get sent off. So nothing particularly dramatic as Gorochotegi picks up the ball for Huddersfield to Feeney. Feeney goes forward looking for Taylor, and Taylor now having a run at our defence goes out wide to Holligan, who's going to try a cross. Can we get this away? And Wood gets a header, but it's pretty pathetic as an attempt on goal goes. 15 minutes of game time until our trophy lift, hopefully, as Terrington goes to Cartwright to Kamara. Kamara forward to Farrell, or given away to Farrell. Lowry to Guerrero, through to Cooper for number 2, but he can't quite put it away. We'll have, oh no, we won't have a corner because Cooper was offside, and Terrington will take a free kick to Feeney. They are trying to spoil our party. I mean, I say they're trying to spoil our party. They're not. They're trying to keep themselves up. Realistically speaking, what they're trying to fight to do is get points to keep themselves up because they're in trouble. I think as things stand, they are more or less down. I think they would be 6 points behind because I have a feeling the team above them were winning last time I looked. Saber to Clausen, Farrell to Orr now. Can we get number 3 to break some Huddersfield hearts? Clausen goes across to Lynch. Lynch with the interesting choice of gloves on middle of March. Can't be that cold. Or going forward now and drifting forward as always. Saber now with a chance to switch play. Does to Lowry with a shot from range. And that's gone out for a corner. The goalkeeper did get a hand to it, and Lowry will take the corner himself. Is there going to be a goal at the end of this? Into the box, looking for the header. Lynch. He couldn't get another goal for his tally for the season this time around. I'm sure he'll score again by the end of the season because he does seem to be pretty unstoppable in front of goal as Lynch picks up ball now to Orr. Orr going out wide to Farrell. Farrell on a run now to Saber. Saber releases Farrell again. Farrell on a run down the wing. Can he get a crossover here? He's looking good, going for the corner, which is interesting. Saber into the box, looking for Vipond, who once again misses from point-blank range. It's becoming a worrying trend. I am starting to question whether he has a place in my squad next season, purely because of just how often he misses the goal from point-blank range, as Orr, with a terrible pass, gives it away to the Blackburn striker. Or to Vipond now. Vipond with a chance to make amends, gets tackled by Holligan. Lowry picks it up though, and Guerrero steps over the ball, lets it go out to Saber. Saber into the box, cuts it across for Cooper. Jordan Cooper gets his second of the game, and he is now on for a hat-trick. There are only 3 minutes of injury time left, plus whatever gets added on for this. So I'd be surprised if he pulls off a hat-trick to really create something magical for the title, but you know, stranger things have happened, late penalty or whatever. It could happen, but well, it's 3-0 on the day when we should lift a trophy, and in mere seconds in real life time, I say that and I've got a highlight, but not very far away, it has to be said, from seeing that trophy lift as Davis has a run at us. Kamara going down the far side. Farrell gets it broken down nicely. Saber releases Guerrero to Vipond. It is going to go forward for Cooper here, isn't it? Is Cooper going to finish the hat-trick? He's at an awkward angle, so he's going to have to cut it across goal. It goes back out again. Taylor picks up. They're on a counter-attack. We're going to get it back. Lynch will try and step in. He hasn't stepped in. Wood is through. Wood will have a chance to create something here. And Orr has got in. He hasn't given away a penalty, which was my big fear there. Cartwright into the box for Kamara, puts it wide. And, well, a couple of minutes left to play. I don't think the magic hat-trick is happening for Cooper today. But I do think we're about to see the final whistle. And once that final whistle goes, we should get a trophy lift. There we go. Blackburn Rovers are the winners of the championship. It's what, the 3rd or 4th title win? I think it's the 4th title win we've had of a league so far in this series. We won the Belgian 3rd tier We won the Welsh second tier. We've won the 6th tier in England, I think, so far. And so this would be the 4th. So pretty strong stuff. We're on a pretty strong run. I did have a brief kind of cursory glance at what jobs might be available if we chose to move on. So it's not number one priority. And I was interested to see that Royal Antwerp are looking for a manager. It's a job we could get. They're currently top of the Belgian league. And we did start at Young Reds, the Royal Antwerp youth team. It did sort of occur to me it'd be a nice place to go back, but it's a big build job in the Belgian league to win the Champions League, which is the ultimate goal, I suppose, of the series. And I didn't think that. I thought it was a sideways move rather than a positive one. I think we've got a better chance of lifting the Champions League, building up a championship winning side in the Premier League than we do with a Belgian side. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it would take a lot more effort to do that. And while I'm happy to put in the effort, it seems like such a backward step for us. We have got ourselves the championship title. The board are happy. They're not going to make any more money available. I'll let you know, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just have a little look at what I was talking about. Let's just have a look at the jobs that are available, because I did have a little look. For reference, we have a 3.5-star reputation. Fortuna Dusseldorf are available as a job we could take over. I mean, that's pretty much a sideways move, assuming they stay up, because they are in danger in the Bundesliga anyway. And I don't know if I've got any of these players scouted. I haven't really. He's their best player. He looks decent enough, but I just don't know. I mean, before we make any rash decisions, let's have a look at an XG table and see if they've just been unlucky or if they've been terrible. So Dusseldorf should be 12th. I mean, it's not big. It's not a big change. Financially, they're up the creek without a paddle. So I don't think we'll be going there. As a club, our reputation is now a 3-star one. It will be 3.5, I'd imagine, after we go up. Our reputation as a manager is currently 3.5 star. I've got a Slack personality, which is nice. Thanks, Sports Interactive. Which works out as a 65%. I mean, so realistically, jobs-wise, for jobs we could go to if we were to leave here, it's Dusseldorf, Antwerp, or Konyaspor. None of them really feel like they are a step up. I mean, if there was a Spanish team here that were going up that had lost their manager, which, would be odd, I'd consider it. But there's nothing big there. I mean, something could come up in the summer. You never know. I mean, if we take a little look at the Premier League table, you'd imagine the bottom 3 would lose their manager, but they're all pretty much already down. The only one that's really egregiously out of place there is Everton or maybe West Ham, and I still think they'll have done enough to keep there. But I could look at the job security to figure this out quite easily. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that. Let's have a look at the clubs in England just to see who is insecure right now. So Leicester, you would assume, would be a problem. Everyone else in the Premier League is... How have Salford ended up 24th? They were in the playoffs before we took Brooklyn and Funky off them. He's so good. He was single-handedly keeping them in the playoffs. Yeah, there's nothing immediately obviously coming up. I'm guessing Brian Remo has only just joined West Ham. He's been there a while. They've got money. I don't know, if for some reason he leaves, maybe I'd consider that, but otherwise nothing massively sticking out is essentially what I'm saying. Anyway, long story, a long episode short. We've got 2 games left in the league season. I'm going to play the Middlesbrough game off camera. We'll play the whole game as well. We'll have a look at who is available. As I said, I've already started looking at spending the money to strengthen the squad. I've got one, I think, confirmed already. I've got a few youngsters confirmed. I've got this guy, George Pettifer from Southampton, confirmed. Very much one for the future. He is a quick winger, which is something we can make really good use of. I assume he'd be a decent... He can become a decent inside forward. So he is on his way in. I have spent £2.2 million on him already. But in terms of the other players we're looking at, I've got a goalkeeper, which is kind of an essential. A handful of defenders that I'm just waiting for them to sign contracts that will help our very leaky defence. And these midfielders and these strikers are just all really good options. I'm really actually interested in this guy, Takafumi Mori. He's 18, 17 finishing, 15 composure as a striker with 15 pace, 14 acceleration. I mean, he's got 15 for technique as well. He should be an absolute weapon of a goal scorer in the Premier League. If we sign him, he's going to stay on loan at Yokohama till the end of the season. To the end of the Japanese season, just because it's halfway over. It gives them some extra football. I can muddle through. If I get this guy as well, Boris Luiso, he's pretty decent. He's not as good a finisher, but he's pretty decent, and he's got some pace, and he should be able to more than adequately fill in. So that's sort of where the thinking's at. But we'll go through confirmed transfers when they become confirmed transfers, because that's just common sense. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We are the champions of the championship. And, well, we'll see you for the end of season episode proper. And, well, thank you for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lonely. Stay safe and have a good one.